Hi there, and welcome to this EDSI production of Skilldex and a unique way to look at your hiring efforts internally. What we hope to show you today is a unique process utilizing our proprietary software system Skilldex that's going to ensure that you're hiring the right person for your organization to ensure that you guys keep operating at the level that you expect. EDSI, which was founded in 1979 and headquartered in Dearborn, Michigan, has been a growing firm due to the fact that we are using the same process internally. This process is really targeted at getting both the job seeker and the employer speaking the same language, so we're pushing people into employment instead of trying to pull and force them into employment. A lot of HR folks are asking the same questions and struggling with the same issues. Too many resumes, too much paper. This is getting you away from your revenue generating activities and getting you focused in the wrong directions. Employers can't seem to find the right person, even though we're in a state of a lot of unemployed individuals who are looking for work. We're also having baby boomers start to exit companies and take internal knowledge with them outside of the doors, and backfilling those positions is becoming more difficult than ever. What we want to show you today is a process that works. It's a process that gets everyone speaking the same language, and it's a process that benchmarks and builds a foundation for you to use to ensure that your company stays performing right where you would like it to. Lots of statistics have been generated to look at the exit that we're facing, and also to look at how many HR professionals are really struggling to find that right person. And what we feel is that a lot of HR individuals are trying to hire the best person. What we're trying to communicate is you need to hire the right person. To hire the right person, you need to use this strategic process. Skilldex is the system and the engine behind that process. It's a web-based system that collects data and allows EDSI to generate reports that benefit employers and help map out different pathways for employers to take to ensure that you're bringing that right person into your organization. Let's look at some of the benefits for employers. Job matching, but job matching based on skills, responsibilities, and tasks. Not spider systems that are trying to parse different words and different languages in resumes and job posting, but really, can someone perform the skills that you need on the job? It's an expedited recruiting to hire process. We know that it takes HR individuals a lot of time to get someone in that new position, and that takes you away and results in losses for your organization. We're trying to speed that up for you. Individual training plans for your new hires. What skills do they have day one? What skills do they need to acquire to become your perfect fit? We know that that person doesn't exist day one off the street knowing everything unique about that position you're hiring for, but by using an individualized training plan, we can ensure that after that training has been implemented, that person is the right fit for your organization. We're also able to define transferable skills. What does this individual have from outside that can benefit your organization long term? Let's take a quick look at the process. The easiest step, what's that open position? Once we've got that open position, we can go and define and detail out what that position is through a process of job task analysis. That job task analysis becomes our skills survey, which we can then incorporate into your website, so it becomes a seamless part of your hiring process. Once we have individuals take that survey, we're able to analyze that data, provide that data to you in reports so it can help streamline your interviewing and hiring process, and then outlining the training gaps for that individual when they begin work, and then validating the investments you make in training to ensure that that person is the right fit. Let's take a quick look at some visuals. Here's an example of how Skilldex can identify the open position for you, which is very basic, simple. We already know that you already have these open positions. All we want to do is put a job task analysis profile behind it. We want to detail out the responsibilities and the tasks. This ensures that you're hiring a person who knows what the job is, can perform the functions of the job, and also by creating a task-based job profile, we're creating a foundation for you to work from when you're looking at what responsibilities should this position have today, what responsibilities do they have long term as your company grows and adjusts to changing markets. We can then link up that job task analysis profile, now in survey form, to your website. So when someone clicks apply, they can send you their resume as well as taking a skills survey. Skill surveys are easy to take and responses come right into the system. Using the data generated from those skill surveys, we're able to perform job matching. We're able to look at how many tasks does that individual have in common. What was their average score on the tasks? What was your benchmark or our guiding score? And are there gaps present? Quickly able to sort through the number of applicants instead of forcing you to leaf through stacks and stacks of resumes. Ability to focus on personal and cultural fit. By outlining the gaps and outlining the skills that individuals have, we're able to create more time for you to ask strategic interviewing questions based on cultural and organizational fit. We can validate the tasks quickly. If we look at a 60-minute interview, we're usually looking at 40 minutes to try to translate a resume into task-based information. Utilizing Skilldex in the EDSI process, you already have the tasks outlined for you. You can validate those tasks through your interview questions in about 15-20 minutes, and then spend the rest of that generic 60-minute interview really trying to target the cultural and organizational fit and the motivational level behind this job seeker. Skilldex reports here, an individual report, really look at what was that individual score, what was the employer benchmark rating, and where's the skill gap, allowing us to be even more strategic with our questions that we're asking. If someone is scoring themselves a 4, that they're able to instruct others on how to perform this task, let's ask an interviewing question to have them explain. Instead of trying to take a busy resume that's inflated to look beyond a skill set, we're able to take the individual skills, ask strategic questions around them, validate if someone can perform this, and then still focus on our culture and organizational fit. We also have identified our skill gaps, keying us in on what training needs to happen for that individual when they become part of your organization. These training gaps will help to highlight areas of time and money that we need to invest to ensure that this person becomes a long-term contributor to our organization. Here's the aha moment for a lot of employers, and hopefully for you too. We're able to take these individual reports and put them across an entire team, an entire group, or your entire organization to look at where are the skill sets of the individuals that you have. Here, using this information, we can identify trends of gaps or skill deficiencies to outline areas of training for your organization. Year 1, we look like we're in a pretty good state. But as we were talking about before, as baby boomers begin to leave your workforce, they're going to take skills with you. Year 2, we see more red. Year 3 and Year 4 bring more issues to the organization. As we get to Year 5, we now have an epidemic and a widespread problem within our organization of lack of skills. What EDSI likes to do using its recruiting and hiring process and our knowledge loss process is we want to address this Year 1. We want to look at how can we prevent this Year 5 future state from happening, and how can we assist you through that, and then utilizing Skilldex, how can we validate that the dollars you've invested in training and the pathways of training that you've followed have been effective. Let's get to work. We're excited to meet with you, to talk through this process in more detail with you, and to get started working with you. Here's some satisfied customers of EDSI who have used this Skilldex process. If you're ready to get started, we'd love to hear from you. We'll listen to your needs and demonstrate how we can help. Please feel free to reach out to Kevin Watson on the office or cell line, or email him at kwatson@edsisolutions.com. Thanks again for your time and attention. We really hope that you will enjoy the Skilldex and EDSI process. Thank you.